Welcome to JLW Gaming. I will be your host, Blue Buzz. We are going to do tutorials of Star Trek Online from the perspective of a new player. This will be a brand new account and no reclaims, no prior events, no nothing like that. It will be a blank, brand new account. So, with this being said, the page we are looking at is ARC. ARC has many games on it. The one we are interested in is Star Trek Online. I do recommend having ARC on your computer. A lot of people don't. The reason I recommend having ARC on the computer is a redeem code. Redeem code, there are websites out there that give away free codes. They don't happen all the time, from time to time. But the only place I know of to actually redeem a code is on ARC under Home. Okay, let's move forward. We're going to hit play, which will bring up our loading screen. Normally this screen right here would have my email and a password that you type in, but since I loaded in through ARC, it already knows who I am, so all I have to do is hit engage. Now we wait for the screen. Okay, this is the very first screen you see as you come into Star Trek Online. Discovery is at the top. It is the latest addition to Star Trek Online. In there, you can choose to play a human, Vulcan, alien. Dominion, you can play a Jem'Hadar. I do not recommend this for a new player. It is designed for more experienced players. You actually start off at 60, and 65 is the top level in the game. You will probably not know what you're doing and probably die a whole lot. If you have played Star Trek Online before, by all means, go ahead and make a Jem'Hadar. You'll probably be fine if you remember what you were doing. Then we go to TOS, which is the original series. You have the original series uniforms. You can play a human, Andorian, Tellarite, Vulcan. So, yeah. Then you have Romulan Republic. You can play a Romulan or an alien. You can also choose to be a male or a female. That's with all of these. All of these can be male, female. You have Klingon Defense Force, which we will be doing later. You can play Klingons, Gorns, Lethian, Nausicaans, Orions, aliens. Then you have Starfleet. And in Starfleet, you can play Human, Andorian, Bajoran, Benzite, Betazoid, Bolian, Ferengi, Pakled, Rigelian, Cyrillian, Tellarite, and Trill, and Vulcan and Alien. For the purposes of this tutorial off the bat, we are going to be playing Starfleet, mainly because more people play Starfleet than they do the Klingon side. In this game, you have the Fed side, which is Starfleet, and KDF, which is the Klingon Defense Force. They are kind of at odds, but they're more friendly than they are at odds. I mean, you don't really go to war with them or anything like that. So, the next thing I want to say is, for the most part, I am going to recommend an alien. Reason is they get an extra personal space trait and personal ground trait. Traits are a big chunk of DPS and or survivability in this game. So having that right off the bat as you level is a big jump for you. The next thing I'm going to recommend is I'm going to play a Romulan toon. The reason I'm going to play a Romulan toon, and it will be an alien, so it will be a Romulan alien. The reason I recommend this is they get access to a bridge officer, and its personal trait is Superior Romulan Operative, otherwise known as SROs. It is one of the best traits in the game for bridge officers. Now, moving forward, you have in this game the ability to play an engineering officer, a science officer, a tactical officer. For our purposes, we're going to choose tactical. Engineers are kind of a jack of all trades. They get the ability to make mortars and other things on the ground. Science officers are healers as well as doing things other than main weapons. They do things like gravity wells and things like that. Tactical officer is more designed around weapons. Now, this all being said, any toon in this game can do anything else. If you want to be a tactical officer and play it like a science toon, you can. If you want to be an engineer and play it like a tactical officer, you can. In fact, I do that on a couple of my toons. If you want to be a science officer and play like an engineer, you can. It's all about how you set up your toon. These are just guidelines which I stated. It can be done any way you want. For the purpose of this, I'm going to play a tactical officer. Okay, clicking that. This brings us to the character creation screen. In this screen, you can change your character and make it look like anything you want. I am not going to recommend spending a couple hours making a toon. The reason I'm not going to do that is I don't think that this creation screen is as good as the in-game tailor. I think you can do a whole lot more with the in-game tailor than you can in this screen. I am going to modify this character and do some of the stuff. You can do pretty much anything you want in this game with your characters. I mean, you can make them look any way you want. As you can see there, you can complexions. You can change your complexions to tons of stuff, and clicking on different ones opens up other things. You can change eyes. I mean, it is a very, very good ability to do that. Say you want to make your torso longer, you can. If you want to make a 10-foot alien, you can. You want to make a very short alien, you can. It's unbelievable what you can actually do in this game. But for this purposes, I'm going to cut the video, and when I come back, I will already have it done. Okay, this is what I've decided on for now. I will do more in the game, in the tailor. But for now, this is what I've decided on. She's more human than Romulan, is what it looks like. I'll show you what I did. Head, humanoid, humanoid 2. Skin type, solid color, overall pattern. Base complexion, standard 1. No. Eyes, humanoid, small iris. Light blue, white iris. Or whites of the eyes. Ears, humanoid. Eyebrows raised. None. Her hairstyle is punk. She has 2 different colors of hair. She has no mouth accessory. Head overall size. You can basically get an idea of what I'm doing. I didn't really mess with any of these. This is pretty much how they had it set. I did drop her nostril size down and what have you because it looked a little big. But yeah, then body. This is how her body is set. This way you get an idea of what you can do. And this is her uniform. She's under jacket loose, Romulan civilian wrap. Her hands are bare. I mean, you can add long nails and padded gloves. And she has no sash, nothing attached. She is wearing a skirt. She is wearing the soft boots. The reason they're a dark black color, like a boot. The top is a lighter color right here, and the red is underneath. So as she runs, I can't show you her running, she will flash red on the back. Her lower is a skirt, as I said. She is wearing stockings and no belt. So there we go. Now we just hit next. And this comes to the naming screen. Okay, so at the naming screen, you got to have a captain's name. We're just going to go with... Oh, we're just going to go with Tara. You can name it anything you want. Literally anything. I'm not going to do a first, middle, or last name. They are optional. You can fill all this in. You can, once you get into the game, you can create an entire bio around your character if you want to. And as for the ship name, it looks fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit engage, and that will take us to the very first scene. And this brings us to this point. At this point, I'm going to stop this video, and we will carry on in the next video.